Today I'm gonna show you how to make Zong Zi or Zhang in Hokkien, which is rice dumpling, savory rice dumpling, eaten during the Dragon Boat Festival. Let's go through the ingredients of what we need. I've got some glutinous rice, a kilo, that's been soaked overnight, and I've rinsed this about 3 times. I've got yellow mung beans that's also been soaked overnight. I've got bamboo leaves, and this is about 400 grams that I've cleaned and washed and soaked overnight. I've also got some chopped shallots. We'll be frying this up later. So we're gonna make some nice fragrant shallot oil that's gonna be used to fry up all our ingredients here. I've got peeled and shelled chestnuts. I've also got the egg yolks of salted duck eggs. And here we have a kilo of chopped marinated pork belly. So I've marinated it in dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, white pepper, some salt, sugar, caramel sauce, some rice wine as well, and 5 spice powder. Here I've got shiitake mushrooms. I've soaked these overnight. I've kept the shiitake water and just cut them into quarters. And here we have 2 cinnamon quills and 3 star anises that's gonna go into the pork belly when I stir fry it. And here there's rehydrated mussels. So that's a mussel in the whole form. And this is the chopped mussels. So I'm using this in place of dried shrimps because I'm allergic to dried shrimps. And here I have some delicious lard that I've actually made last night when I was making Hokkien noodles. So now we're gonna start frying up the shallots. Let's go over to the stove. Gonna fry some shallot oil now, so just shallots, oil. Looks like the oil's hot enough. We're gonna put in the shallots and fry it till it's fragrant. And remember the pork lard? I'm gonna put some of that in. So this makes all our food really fragrant. Usually everyone that makes Zhang, they will use garlic, but I can't eat garlic, so we're just gonna use shallots instead. Just gonna keep cooking till it's nice and brown. So while we're waiting for the shallots to just brown, I'm gonna cook the pork belly because the pork belly takes about 20 to 40 minutes. And we need to braise the pork belly. All right, so I've got this pan on. And just gonna add some of the shallots. And fry it up in here. So once the pan starts to heat up, I'm gonna add in the cinnamon quill and the star anise. Just gonna fry it up to bring out the flavor and the fragrance of the spices. I can start to smell it now, the cinnamon and the star anise. I'm gonna start adding in the pork bit by bit. Just go. And we want to fry the pork till it's a bit golden and a bit charred. And then we'll put it on a braise. I wish you could smell this because it smells amazing. The 5 spice powder and the charred pork belly fat. Once The pork belly is nicely charred, a bit fried up, you know, you don't see any pink. I'm gonna put in the braising liquid, which is some 5-spice powder, bit of chopped dry roasted anchovies, again because I do not use dried shrimp, dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, a bit of salt and white pepper, plus 100 grams of the mushroom soaking liquid, because that's gonna bring up some umami. So that goes in here. Water, just some water. I'm gonna move this onto a low heat, cover it, and let it simmer for 20 to 40 minutes. So now the shallots gone a bit brown and caramelized. Just gonna take them out, leaving some in because we're gonna fry up the mushrooms next. Right, in goes the mushrooms. I'm also gonna put in these chopped, hydrated mussels into the mushroom. It's really gonna give it a nice, deep flavor, and it's gonna have a bit of that scallop, seafood, you know, very luxurious and posh kind of taste. This is the seasoning to add into the mushrooms. It's white pepper, dark soy sauce, dark mushroom soy sauce, and some caramel sauce. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dish up the mushroom. It's absorbed all that sauce, the yummy goodness. It's not wet. We're gonna set this aside. Next thing we're gonna fry is the yellow mung beans. So remember, soak, drain, and ready to fry up. The seasoning is kind of simple. It's just gonna be salt and rice wine. I'm gonna fry it up using the shallot oil that we made earlier. And once the pan is nice and hot, now we can put this in. There's just a dash of rice wine, and you're gonna cook off the alcohol. And some salt. Scoop the mung beans that we've cooked to a bowl and set it aside. So next thing that we're gonna fry, and it's gonna be the last item that we need to season in a pot, is the rice. So the glutinous rice. So the rice that I've soaked overnight, I've actually drained the water now. And I'm gonna put in the remainder of the shallot oil. Now we need this oil because if we don't have oil coating the grains of rice, when we wrap it in the bamboo leaves, they're all gonna stick onto the leaves when we open it, and that's not what we want. We want a perfect triangular shaped sticky rice dumpling. So don't skimp on the shallot oil. And once the oil's hot, I'm gonna add in the whole mussels. Gonna make our rice really fragrant. Okay, everything smells good now. It's time to chuck in our kilo of rice. Now I'm gonna add in the seasoning. Stir it all around. So now the rice has been fried and it's fragrant. We're just gonna scoop it up and set it aside. Okay guys, so now we have our ingredients ready and we've prepared the leaves. So we're just gonna wrap it on the shiny side up. 2 leaves, pointy ends together. And then just fold into a cone. And create a cavity. We're gonna stuff it with some rice first. Press the rice around the corners. Once you've pressed the rice to the side, add a piece of mushroom, add a piece of pork belly, add salted egg, add the chestnut, add the mung beans, really pack it down, and then we top it off with more rice just to seal everything together. And press it down. Okay, we're gonna start wrapping. So just form a shape of a cone, press down the sides, hold it tight, and then push it down vertically and wrap it. Wrap it inwards, fold it, and then tilt it to one side. And there you go. That's your Zong Zi. Now we're gonna tie it up. Tie it tight on this string so it doesn't fall apart when we boil it. There is the bunches of, well, we've got 4 here, about 4 to 6 in each bunch. And then we just boil it for 2.5 hours. So in 2.5 hours, we'll find out what it looks like and what it tastes like. Can't wait! After 2.5 hours, the batzang is finally cooked and ready to be eaten. Alright, let's see what it looks like inside. Ooh, you can see the meat, the chestnuts, the salted egg, the shiitake mushrooms, the mung beans have been fully cooked, and the rice looks really soft and nice. So that's how you make batzang. It's well worth the effort, even though it's a bit of a long process, but it tastes really amazing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and comment.